She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping like.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Colts' towering tight end. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you
well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception ball.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here's Stroud. He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Stroud to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Bulldozes past him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49.
They'll drop to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now back to throw.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nick Cross there defensively.
Stroud looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Shaquille Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
Texans football to start quarter 2. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now Stroud. And that one complete to Hodgins.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw again. throw here's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
In motion right, that's Dell. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Come on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
70.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Okay,
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Final play of the half. Stroud trying to stretch the field with Schultz.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we hit halftime here in India.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action here on first down.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
121 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Taken by the Colts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can look big.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
In motion right is Pittman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of...
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It's kicking off right now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Colts on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
34-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That complete to Downs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free to midfield.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. But a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 236 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From the gun, he'll hit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a